Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be teaching you how to sew this simple shift dress with two big pockets at the front. So without wasting much time, let's dive right into the video. So welcome guys. The first thing I'll be doing now is to measure the length of my gown. So whatever the length of your gown measurement is, you measure it, then you add your joining allowance. You can add 2 inches so that you can hem it with 2 inches, and you join it at the upper part with ½ inches. So after then, you can measure your shoulder first. You measure your shoulder measurements divided by 2 first. So after taking the shoulder measurements, then you measure your bicep length from your shoulder. That is your shoulder to your bicep, depending on how long you want the shift dress, how long do you want the sleeve to be. We are cutting it together with the shoulder, so you just measure it. You make sure it doesn't get to the elbow. Then before you continue, we slant the upper part with 1.5 to 2 inches, between 1.5 to 2 inches. Then we drew a straight line down. So as you can see, the upper part is where I've slanted. That's my shoulder and that's my bicep that I've measured. So I'll just roll this line down. Then after rolling it down, then I will measure my curve / round measurement of that my area of my bicep. Then I'll add few inches to it. For example, if it is 12 inches, that is 12 divided by 2, it is 6. Then I will add like 2 inches, add my seam allowance for the side and for the upper part. Then I will just measure it. Like for the upper part, you will join it with ½ inch, and for the joining of the side, depending on whatever you want to use, you add it to it. You add it to the round measurement you've divided into 2, and after adding extra 2 inches. So now you measure your bust length, your waist and your hip line over there. Just look at this dress is for a plus size woman. That is why I'm using the measurement, so it's her measurement. So now this is the bust. You measure your bust measurement at your bust area, your bust measurement divided by 4. Then I do add an extra 3 inches, that is 2 inches for the extra allowance and 1 inches for the joining. As you can see, after measuring it, the length there is shorter than the one here, so I just have to extend the side. If this person is not that big or fat, like this bicep I use will be okay, but I just have to extend it with like 2 inches. Yeah, just extend it like 2 inches for me to have this shape I have over there. Like just for it to look like this, I have to just add few inches. But if you're not a plus size person, you don't have to add extra whatsoever. But if you're a plus size, you may just have it's little difficulty there. But what you just do is just to add few inches to it, and it will be fine. So I thought of using 5 inches for a bicep before, but as I've seen that it is too small, I've added 2 inches to it. Then I'll just measure my waist too. Whatever I added to the bust, I'll add to the waist, that is extra 2 inches and 1 inches for the joining allowance. I'll do the same thing for the hip, and I'll just connect it like the way I've done. The extra 2 inches is just to make the dress free. So I'm still adding few inches just to make it like that, because I'll still be adding some band at the sleeve area, at the opening there. I'll be adding some band, so I need at least ½ inches for me to join the band to it. So now from what I have here, I added 7 inches extra for the bicep instead of the 5 inches I had it before. So I've added 7 inches. As you can see, it has not, even with the 7 inches, it can still get to our elbow. It will still be around the bicep area. So you just go ahead and cut the front bodies, then you go ahead and cut the back bodies too. You can cut it together at the beginning if that is fine by you. Now is for me to measure the neck, so I'm using 3.25 by 3 inches and by 7 inches. So now I'll connect the back neckline, which is the 3 inches, and the front neckline is the 7 inches. So I'll be drafting a V kind of neck. So when you are cutting, you cut the smaller one first, because if you cut the front neckline, it will affect the back too. So you can just remove it, or you can just put your hand in between it so that you don't cut the two together. So this is what I have. So the next thing to do is just to cut my facing for the front. So I'm using a doll face material that I'll be adding paper stay to it later on after cutting. So what I use is just 3.5. I place it in this manner, and there is 3.5, and the upper part of over there too is 3.5. I'll measure it now. You can see it is 3.5, and there also is 3.5. So now I'll just cut out the neckline on the doll face. I'll cut it out, then I'll cut out the neckline like that. So now what I will do next is just to make sure I connect the points together. So just connect it. So initially I wanted to use my French cut, but I'm like, no, let me measure 3.5 so that everything can be equal. Just measuring 3.5 like that from the neckline, 3.5, 3.5, 3.5. Then I'll just connect all the points together, just like the way I'm doing. I'll connect the points like that. So later reduce it a little. Yeah, just for me to get just a curve just like that. So now I will cut it out, then I will add my facing to it. So you can use stay, you can use paper stay, or whatsoever stay that will not be too hard, just to make it stiff a little. Then we'll measure this our opening here. So whatever you have, you cut out something just like a band that will be fixing to it. So I've went ahead to cut it out. So I'll be folding it like that, and I'll be fixing it just like that to the end over there. So you can add facing to this too, but I won't be adding facing to mine. So it is 5 inches wide. So after folding, I'll have 2.5, and after joining, I'll have 2 inches. So this is my pocket, and my pocket is 11.5 by 9.5. Then I will fold, and I will iron, and I will show you very soon. So now to locate the point where the pocket will be, I usually measure my half length, and from the half length downward I will fix my pocket. So if I'm fixing it, you will understand better what I'm trying to do. So I've went ahead to iron my pocket, and I've not sewn. I'll just go ahead and sew the upper part down like that. So this is my band, and this is my neckline, and I've folded it in by 1/4 inches. Then I'll be fixing it to my front bodice. So the front bodice will be the wrong side, and the right side of the neck will be facing it. The right side of this facing will be facing it. So this is what I have after fixing the neckline. So the next thing to do is to fix my pocket, because you don't have to join. If you join the back before fixing the pocket, it will be quite kind of hard. So you just have to fix the pocket first before fixing the back. So I've located the point where my pocket will start from. As I told you earlier, I just measure my half length from the top, from the shoulder downward, then I rule a line. I rule a faint line on the fabric, so to know where the pocket will start from. Then from the side, I measure 2.5 inches. Then I fix the pocket. I make sure it is standing straight, just like that. And I will do the same for this other side too. So after doing that, you have to pin. Make sure you pin. So you pin the other pocket too. So it is very important to pin so that it doesn't shake and don't make mistakes. So that's why pinning is so important. So after pinning, I will just go ahead and I will sew. So after sewing, this is what it looks like, and this is what I have. So the next thing I will do now is to join my back bodies to my front bodies. I've went ahead to hem the back bodies with a bias. So I'll just join the front and the back just like that with 1/2 inch. and the other side too with 1/2 inch. So after joining, this is what it looks like. Then this my opening here. I'll fix the band which I've cut out and I'll sew with 1/2 inch. After sewing, I also top stitch so that it can stay very well. So this is what the sleeve looks like. So this is what it looks like. So now I'll just trim out this little excess I have here. So there's a little excess there, I'll just trim it out. And I'm checking the other side, but I don't have an excess at the other side. So what I will just do now is to just sew the side, and you can ensure you just weave the inside of your clothes so that it looks neat. But I will weave mine after I'm done. Then I will sew with 1 inches. I'll sew with 1 inches, which is my seam allowance for this side. So after sewing with 1 inches, this is what it looks like. And after hemming, I've wanted to also hem the lower part with 1 inches too. I mean 2 inches, half 1 inch, 1 inch, that's 2 inches. So this is the end of this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please kindly subscribe, like this video, share, comment, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.